I recently wrote a piece asking who was running the show in Washington. In the short time since I published it, others have started asking the same question. The observations I made are no longer just mine. This isn't to rehash the noise. There are plenty of others doing that. This is a personal reflection, and to put it in perspective, second string Donnie and I are only a few months apart in age. Years ago, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. I would stop breathing in my sleep, and the result was chronically low oxygen in the bloodstream. The most noticeable symptoms: falling asleep mid-afternoon, wondering who had been driving the car for the last 5 miles. I eventually used the CPAP machine that had been sitting unused. Problem solved. I stopped napping through the day and started accounting for all the miles. If second string Donnie is sitting in bed, truth socializing us into a stupor at 2 a.m., someone needs to take his gold phone away after 8. I would hate for him to sleep tap the launch codes. He recently visited Walter Reed for another cognitive test. There is no way he passed any meaningful part of it based on observed behavior. And visually he looks like a man slipping, not gradually but like falling off a cliff, into something irreversible. I have watched too many longtime friends and family members go through this process. There is a recognizable pattern to anyone with experience in aging. I don't even have to look farther than my aging Jack Russel. All too often I see her just standing there, staring at the wall. Look at the pace of his revenge, the urgency of it. He has to punish everyone he can before it's too late for him to do it. The erratic orders being pushed onto the DOJ are not the work of a coherent strategist. They are the demands of someone operating in shrinking windows of clarity. And fear of the unstable keeps the people around him obedient even when the orders are obviously wrong. This brings us back to who is running the show. Insecure children afraid of the unstable parent? Could be. I think we are about to experience a wild 6 months, 5 months leading to the midterms and the month following. There will be attacks and threats on every phase of the election process. He will intimidate, confuse, and try to convince you he controls things he doesn't control. The states run their own elections. Don't let him convince you otherwise. After the election, when the results don't go his way, we know what comes next. The blindfold moment, the declaration of fraud, the refusal to accept what he cannot accept because losing is not something he has the psychological architecture for. It will be a wild ride, but only you can allow it to be a fatal one. He will claim insurrection. He will reach for his private army. ICE. The Walmart rejects with badges and immunity. I'm not sure the National Guard generals are on his side, and I'm not sure he's thought clearly enough about that to be worried. He should be. Together we can stand against the lies. He will call it insurrection. We will call it Tuesday.